Yo, this go out to all my sisters, unappreciated or not, cause I just wanna let you know you got it going on, sister. Angelique, I'll call you beacon cause your skin tone sandy. Intoxicating lips reminding alcoholic of brown brandy. Of the gallon in your love, many men dream of wallowing. A look at you and most brothers got a hard time swallowing. No need for blushing, I told them kids hushing. Tone it down a bit, Senorita was about to say something. A stealth bomber could have a hard time following your curves. And a minister wouldn't dare repeat the words of what I do to you. Performing tricks like Houdini, the freaks come out at night. I take you to the point where you hear voices whispering, coming to the light. Your walk is music when I'm looking at your grooves. Your tongue is lotion on my back and soothe. Sugar, let's make moves. I want you closer to my body than my epidermis, keeping me warmer than a thermos and causing flames like a furnace. I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. Indonesia. Don't you let them call you weed, you're a lotus. Method put it straight, sweet, you're all I need. Bow legs and kegs, soft but firm enough to hold eggs. During a 10K run, and you won't break one. I saw your ex-man, I mentioned your name, he said Lord. Being with you was the closest thing he had to his God. I asked him why'd he break it off, he couldn't handle your religion. You wanted doves and all he had to offer you was pigeon. You're soft-spoken but you're well-represented. Your smile's a full moon on dark skin that becomes accented. I look at you and see stars from being dazed. Brothers ask to hit the brown sugar cause my eyes is all glazed. I sit back for a minute, laugh and chuckle, cause thoughts of you gripping me like a palm has got me harder than a knuckle. Your love's full blown, overshadowing like an eclipse. Your tongue is mother's milk between ebony lips. Watch them hips. I wipe my brow because sweat starts to dripping on your air of dairy sugar. I can hardly get a grip. Now I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. You're all I need. You got what I need. Check it out, y'all. Razia, your loving is crazy. You drain the most active men to be in couch potato lazy. His ways in the breeze like the island trees. Your length represents a strength on the power to the 10th. We get together and go on to the break of dawn. Ginseng and bananas enhance the way that I perform. Lukewarm whispers in my ear calm the savage storm. And every time you make me let off, it's like I'm being reborn. You blow up the spot and make it hotter than the Bahamas in hell. When you express yourself like the Rebel X. Man, she give me what I need, nah mean. She my private freak, geek, my own personal scheme. Don't get me wrong, she's all woman and no oh, but when it comes down to bedtime, she's just down for a little more than the money in the middle, and expresses her love for me in more ways than fruit combinations of Skittles. On her stomach, behind her thighs, got me hung like men in cloth. Sometimes I smack her on the cheeks just to let her know who's boss. I call her quarter cause she's always got my back in any season and down for all reasons. Now I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. You're all I need. You got what I need. To my sweet pecan Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. You're all I need. You
could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. Sin popped a cherry and begat a damnation. Involuntary emancipation. Man, I'm just pacing. Amidst the man I'm facing, I kept my standing station. Me give standing ovation. Yes, we didn't ask for this shit. Let me spit. In a way, the movement lost its way when it lost Che with the aid of U.S. Green Beret. 10-9-6-7, the execution day. I exhumed Che. From the throat, I spit notes of guerrilla warfare. Feel no remorse here. Feel the source here. Even the score here. 40 acres in a tool, and we're pushing for more shares. When Bush brings a leak, I'm checking for force there. Involuntary emancipation. The market free for white corp to do whatever it wants. You're free to spark weed mixed with Arab corner store blunts. Tall tales from Katrina News exaggerate scenes. Velvet speaker cops looting and bagging New Orleans. A power elite will shower the streets, devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy, repeat. The power elite will shower the streets, devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy. Yes, we detest, but less we test, collect the best, and we address this effing mess. We will arrest this contest, and we invest. Progress must sweat, bloodless, no regrets to attest. Involuntary emancipation. See, we could have saved more, but they didn't know they were slaves. I don't even think they cared that they were slaves. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged. But see, they're true to their ways. Involuntary emancipation. I must confess sadly, whether it's the next tragedy or maybe next year or perhaps just the next year. I said, I must confess sadly, whether we're talking about the next tragedy or maybe next year or perhaps just the next tear. Perhaps not very long after the stench from the beloved shells of the dead have gone and rotten. Amidst the next slice of hell, the living dead will have forgotten. Please believe me, it's easy. After all, we're just refugees. See, yes, we're all just refugees. Trust, when I say all, it's in the sense of us, not all in the sense of y'all. No. Essentially, what I'm discerning is if Mother sent a great natural burning to the alleys and avenue of Mount Vernon, I too would be a refugee. A haughty look goes right before you descend. You naughty, crooked, spiteful children. The great mother has been dissed, mistreated, mom is pissed. She's heated, she's blown atop. She's dysfunctional from global warming. The noble warning, your scientists told you. And now that she's vocal, unstoppable scorn. From the pit of her belly, she spits tropical storms. But look, it's not like you weren't warned. You wrote the book. Involuntary emancipation. See, we couldn't save those cats cause they didn't think they were slaves. And even the ones that knew, they didn't care that they were slaves. There wasn't nothing that we could do. Nothing we could do. And then moms cry, as they mourn in the morn. I rise to rise raised despite the craze. Let the Almighty be praised. Don't choose the news, why bother these days? The extent of the third George's tour, the intent of the Third World War. George won't relent from the oppressed, he's a dreaded pestilent. He's worth more than a hand in a blend of other dead presidents. So says the misled residents dwelling in this dead residence. And this is my testament as I spit on dead presidents. It's been hell since the moment he stole office. And L was drove in the red, white, and blue old coffin. The few, the proud grew in numbers and started to come round more often. It's a police state, an overseas thug state, for Pete's sake. When do we seek the uptake? Everybody's buying plastic and duct tape. It's drastic enough to drive an old nut straight. Frustrated frustration. But you must wait, friend, because fools rush straight in, becoming food for the taking. Time in its true consideration, or else face ruthless obliteration. You must wait, friend.
around me.
I feel goodness all around me.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
Cause I walk with good.
Cause I walk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I am good.
And I am good.
And that feels real good.
And that feels real good.
Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Never let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is your better.
Till your good is your better.
And your better is your best.
And your better is your best.
Black people.
Black people.
You were once great.
You were once great.
You shall be great again.
You shall be great again.
Lose not faith.
Lose not faith.
Lose not courage.
Lose not courage.
Go forward.
Go forward.
Uplift the race.
Uplift the race.
Harambe.
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 Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first. Drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Come on. What should I say? Breathe. Do your nose down to your belly. Come on, fam. Take care of your health. Grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or a bottle. If you only got a bottle, we'll take the bottle. Simply pour some water. Drink. Up. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Come on. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. What? Move your body. Come on. Now raise your body. Raise your body and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Fam, just raise your glass. Drink. Fam, just raise your glass. What I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. Drink your water. Drink. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Family, just drink your water, man. It is so good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gianni Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hot Tim, and of course you know, or hopefully you do, that this is the Ujima Toast. We already did the Daily Toast this morning at 5:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the Ujima Toast where we toast a moment, and we want to give all of the Ujima babies a round of applause. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Can we give them a little bit more? Give them some love. What's going on? Uh-oh. I can't hear something. What's going on? Oh, God. What happened? Oh, my sound effects is off. Why is that? Can somebody tell me? Oh, okay, I can hear them. But can y'all hear them? I can hear them. Now, all right, cool. And of course you know. Hold on, we just had a post up. Let's see what's going on. And tune in 2 days. Eggs over easy. Oh, Romani, Kelsey. Uh-oh. Miss Romani is on. Oh, my God. All right, cool. Okay. Those, you have to be in a group to you got to be in a private group to see it. Mama Marguerite. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. I see you. On. That's Oprah's channel. What? All right, cool. But anyway, so, of course, you know, this is a Hard but Simple production all day, every day. When we strive to blow up those old paradigms. Blowing them up. Family. I have my coffee, right? My jump off the day. Of course, we drink our water, but I got my coffee, got my I got a little bit of moringa in there. I got some baobab fruit in there, and of course, I got some of that. Bam! You wasn't ready. Y'all gotta get ready. Y'all gotta keep up with me, right? That's that Baynu Health Sea Moss. That Baynu Health Sea Moss, right? Created by Baynu. That's Baynu on the cover right there. He's a phoenix, and he says that if it extended his life as long as it has, it'll work for you. Now, that's not medical. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, no science is confirming that. But he figures, since he a phoenix and he been living a very long time and he eat a lot of sea moss, right? He thinks that it'll help human beings. So you get your Baynu Health Sea Moss. You go to cmoss.gnj.media. Once again, that's cmoss.gnj.media. And y'all gonna get, it's 2 ounces. We charge $12. That includes shipping and handling. You know what I'm saying? Because we kind of spread the cost of shipping and handling all the way across the board so that people, you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. If you want to get more, let me know. If you possibly want to be an affiliate, we could work something out. We could do that as well. I could teach you how to do that, right? But anyway. Did I already say we strive to blow up your old paradigms? I'm quite sure we did. But anyway, don't matter. I'm caught on myself. I'm caught looking at myself. I'm sitting up here like I'm amazed. All the technology that we have, I could just go and pull up and just look at me do this. But it keeps me focused over here so I can see y'all. You know what I'm saying? But also, I want to make sure I got the pages up that I need to go to. But today, the discussion will be, and I know I'm going crazy with these lists, man. The 11 secrets of success of a successful collective. Of course, you know we on Ujima, right? We on Ujima, and we need to look at some secrets of successful collectors, or at least some stuff that I noticed, So, of course, you know, I sent out for those of you that are on the email list, you got the whole write-up. You got the list sitting right in front of you. You grab your Nguza Saba Challenge. Those of you that are on your Nguza Saba Challenge and you keep notes. Now, I did update the black and white book. I made adjustments to the prices so there's more affordable. But I added some more pages at the end so that you can keep notes on what you need to keep, need to keep on. So I added some extra note space at the end for you, right? And after each month, well, my fault, for each weekly challenge, I put a blank sheet in there as well so that you will be able to, you know, if you need more room, you got more room for some better notes. So get ready, because I'm about to give y'all the proverb and the folk tale. You know what I'm saying? So that y'all can work out some, you know, do some thinking. But you know, that's called the Nguza Saba Challenge. You get that at, did I set it up? Yeah, Nguza Saba Challenge.GNJ.Media to take you, and you better get that. Or you could just go to our Gumroad site. You go to FreeGNJecourse.com, FreeGNJecourse.com, FreeGNJecourse.com. You know what I'm saying? And you go through the e-course, but then on that same page, you can find the 21-day Nguza Saba Challenge, and you go sign up for that as well. But hold on, before I get to that, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let's go and let's do some news. I want to do some news. We're going to do some news. All right, where my news scene? Can I get my news scene, please? Can I get my news scene? Thank you very much. All right, we're busting out. We're busting out on the funk. Busting out. We're busting out on some serious funk. Busting out. Nah, 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 nah. All right, cool. Eggs over easy. A national conversation about black women and fertility. Romani Kelsey Rogers will be on there. A child of the collective. Baba Kelsey's. I think Romani is the youngest daughter, right? So she will be on talking about fertility. That will be on January. That was yesterday at 9 p.m. Oh, Mama Margarita, that's late. Oh, maybe you could catch the rerun. Right now, I put up some news. We got, let me make sure. Am I on the Facebook page? Yeah, I think I'm on the, oh, no, that's my personal page. What the hell? That was Brother Quasi and his daughter, by the way. Here we go. We up on the Gianmi Journey page. You know what I'm saying? I be marveling at the stuff that we could do. So here's the graphic for the day. Impressive. Yeah, all right, cool. Daily Toast Ritual. Hopefully you was there. I was doing writing and getting prepared. All right. This caught my eye. African American history. You probably weren't taught in school. This is an article that you could share. Matter of fact, I think I am going to use this one during some of my classes over the next couple of weeks. But just some stuff. This is from the author. This something called Insider. Natalie Colorossi. Historians estimate that 1 out of 4 cowboys in the U.S. was black. How many of y'all knew that? Yeah, I ain't gonna say I knew that, but I've told y'all before. I have a real cowboy in my family right now. In 2015, a study from National Museum of African American History and Culture and Oberg Research found that on average, only 8 to 9% of our history class time in U.S. schools devoted to black history, which means they are not studying history at all. Well, they're studying fairy tales. If we ain't in there, it's some fairy tales. African American history is grossly underrepresented in the U.S., and the information that is taught is often skewed or misrepresented. What y'all think about that? I'm in agreement. Here are a few moments from Black history that Americans probably weren't taught in school. Let's see. All right. 1 in 4 cowboys was black, but African American cowboys are rarely seen in pop culture. All right, let's keep it moving. Cause I'm going through it quick so that y'all get a glimpse. C.R. Patterson and Son was the first and only African American owned and operated automobile company. C.R. Patterson. The company was founded by Charles Richard Patterson, a man born into slavery in Virginia in 1833. Between 1841 and 1843, the Patterson family relocated and settled down. I thought it was in Ohio. In Greenfield, Ohio, where Patterson became skilled in blacksmithing and found work in making high-quality carriages. Now, hold on. So they started a company, and by 18, he formed a business partnership with a white man named J.P. Lowe, and just 2 decades later, he became the sole owner of C.R. Patterson and Sons. From 1893 to 1910, the company listed around 28 models of buggies and carriages. After Patterson died in 1910, his son Frederick Patterson took over the company and transitioned it to horseless carriages and eventually to Patterson Greenfield Automobile. Frederick was a leading figure of his own. He was the first black man to play football for the Ohio State. Get out of here! For the Ohio State University, the company gained success and great pride with his automobile model, which was only listed. Listen. At $675. Today, C.R. Patterson & Son remains the only black-owned and operated automobile company in American history, according to the Smithsonian National Museum in African American Culture. So one of the assignments that I'm going to give some of my kids as a challenge is, please tell me what happened to the C.R. Patterson & Sons automobile company. See, because they don't tell you what happened. Right? So that's going to take some research, and that's going to take us being able to look a little bit deeper at some of the stuff coming up. All right. The idea for vaccination was introduced from African tradition of inoculations by an enslaved person named Onesimus. All right, I think that's something like that. You can literally read that for yourself. During World War II, historically black universities and colleges were a place of refuge for persecuted Jews seeking asylum from Nazi Germany. What? Did y'all know that? No, they don't tell you that. Katherine Johnson was a mathematician for NASA whose work was critical to sending astronauts into orbit and landing a man on the moon. Okay. I see you, Miss Catherine. Or maybe Mrs., I don't know. Before Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus, a 15-year-old girl named Claudette Colvin did the same thing. There's Miss Claudette. Dr. Gladys West provided the calculations that lead to modern-day GPS. Now, I want to have, and we might be able to find him. Now, because I would kind of love to talk to this guy. Let me tell you why. Because I would love to see his calculations. You know what I'm saying? And talk with him, because we got elders running around this motherfucker talking about the world is flat. So I want this man to explain to us how he was able to calculate to get these damn GPSs to almost get you to get right in front of houses, right? If the world is flat. We got to bring some science into the conversation. Black folks, for a long time, before everybody else knew, we knew the world was round. Right? Not an oval, not a flat oval, not a flat plane. Come on, man. Come on. See, and I'm going to have to, when people present stuff like this to me, I I won't even talk to him no more. Cause it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We got a brother in our collective here in Columbus who had to calculate, who was one of the ones that help with the mathematics, what they needed with mathematics in order to put a satellite in orbit. The space station. He's right here in the collective to talk with us. But we'll put up somebody who's outside of our really outside of our collective, outside of everything we do, who says some ridiculous shit, but yet we won't interview. You know what I'm saying? Kwame is putting up shows. Kwame got shows now. And we won't even share them. But we'll share some shit with somebody talking about the world is flat. Or the deepness of the of vibranium, some shit that don't even exist. We need to stop. Come on now. Pioneer mathematician. All his mathematics is wrong because the world is flat. What? Known as Tulsa, Black Wall Street, the district of Greenwood, was self-reliant and highly affluent black community in the early 1900s. A lot of us know that. Martin Luther King's famous I Have a Dream speech was largely improvised. Okay. Bessie Coleman was the first African American and first Native American woman to pilot an airplane. All right, so there you go. So that's going to be some stuff. I'm going to pull that article down and have some discussion with some of my young folks. And some of y'all can do the same. I challenge you. Because we're talking about Ujima today, collective work and responsibility. And one of those things that's going to come out is sharing wisdom, sharing knowledge. All right, so we got to do that. All right, let's move. I got one more article. Then we're going to get into my rant, because I got complaints because I ain't getting Gina ain't getting to school on time, so I got to get Gina G to school on time. You know what I'm saying? People be mad at me, because, I'll be like, I ain't trying to, I love my adventure, but I'm not trying to get there early all the goddamn time. I'm not. So, I got to argue with women all around me. I got a bunch of arguing women around me. Smart, but arguing. I mean, like, God damn. All right. Article for my nerds, including myself. Let me make sure there ain't no more articles. This caught my eye this morning. Gonna take a look at it. Share it with some nerds. Family, we got nerds, right? And what we need to do is we need to get some of these young ladies, male nerds and female nerds. Now, let me say this. For the male nerds, right, we got to go and start pulling them into the collective. So we need to go and get some of these young ladies to really get ready to marry some of these. Bring some of these geniuses up in here. We don't bring me no dummies. We got enough thugs. I can find thugs. They're a dime a dozen. You know what I'm saying? I need a mother. I need an Einstein my fault. I need a George Washington Carver in this motherfucker. I need an Imhotep in this motherfucker. I need a Lewis Latimer in this. I need them. Where is the sisters that are able to get them, attract them, and bring them into the collective? Wrap them up in love so much they be like, I am going to invent. Just to invent for black folk. I love black people. Lady kiss him on the cheek. He's like, see, that's why I love. You know what I'm saying? That type of love, just get them all wrapped up. Where he inventing stuff for us. Right? Exploring the universe for us. Right? And now, I keep listening to Elon Musk, right? And I get upset. Because, please, y'all really cut this and share this. Elon Musk is an Octavia Butler fan. And I don't have any proof of that except that this motherfucker is basically dropping herb seed quotes. I mean, his whole philosophy about Mars, his whole philosophy about an interplanetary existence is Octavia Butler shit. He ain't talking about the future like Star Trek. He ain't talking about the deep past like Star Wars. He basically got Octavia Butler's framework, and he's sitting up here. He's basically quoting this shit. If you read the parables, the parable series, I was reading that shit and I'm like, this motherfucker done stole all of Octavia Butler's stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad because he's doing it, but family, what are we doing with it? See, because you know what? I honestly believe, because when I first thought about it and I was reading, I said, damn, that's kind of far out. That's crazy. But what we got to understand with the philosophy and the ideas that Octavia Butler are pushing, that forces the people that believe in that. It forces the people that want that and believe in that to work towards making it happen. See, we got to remember that the pyramid was impossible until people started applying their skills to be able to do it. It was impossible until it was done. So they had to start being able to generate people who had the skills to be able to do it. All of the architecture in Kemet was impossible until it was done. So what we got to understand is that our collective has to have a vision that is impossible. It has to be outlandish. And the thing that I love about the parable of the parable of the sower and the parable series is that Octavia Butler walks you through it, even though she has some. But you know, that's me. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna shut up. But she has basically a roadmap where she explores in a fictional way what happens when somebody coming from a dire situation with absolutely nothing holds on to a vision that is bigger than themselves and starts spreading the vision. This is what we're lacking. See, because there's nothing wrong with us talking about the history, but there's very few of us that talk about where we supposed to be going as far as the future. Now, are we planning to be stuck on this motherfucker? On this planet? Why these white folks tear this motherfucker up? Or should we be competing with Elon Musk to try to get Mars? I want to get Mars, and I want to get all the moons around all these other planets. I think that we could do it. Because I was looking at some Elon Musk shit today. He projects that he's going to be sending people to Mars to start a colony by 2026. It is 2022. When are we projecting to do some shit like that? What is the great goal of our collective other than to liberate ourselves? Because it's like in many cases, a lot of us aren't feeling that because many of us believe or actually are, in a sense, liberated. We got as much freedom as anybody else in America. This is why it's kind of hard to get people to buy into it. What is our vision that can push us beyond? This is why Microsoft had people that was willing to sleep up under desk before going home to solve problems with their technology. This is why Google was able to grow, because it didn't exist. It was a dream that was just ridiculous. I want you to think about this. Do you think that the first people to start working at Facebook, Google, PayPal really comprehended the fact that they were on top of something that could make them millions of dollars? They would cash out, or were they pursuing a vision and pursued it with love and was willing to take what came? See, I'm sorry. Oh, that should have been a rant. That should have been a rant, but I can't. Woo! I'm trying to contain the family. I'm trying to contain it. Please understand, family. This is why in GNJMe, part of the required reading is the parable series from Octavia Butler. Right now, if you over 16, Cleveland's ass just turned 16. We got a bunch of, boom. Y'all need to get the parable of the sower. Y'all need to read it, and we need to have discussion. Along with the other stuff that's required reading, you need to be able to show that you're doing it. As a matter of fact, I'm putting that in my notes right now. Let me put that in the week. Send out, remind adults in tribe, initiate adults, because Cleve, although he's my son and he's an initiated, so he's an adult. So and all the initiated members in tribe need to read parable series by ancestor Octavia Butler. And we could have study on it. And if anybody want to have, because family, really, with the technology we have, if there's any people that want to do or to start or facilitate a study group online, right? You know what I'm saying? And broadcast it. We don't have to broadcast it while it's happening, but can record it and broadcast it. If you're bold enough to put those thoughts out there, right? We could do it. We could show you how to do it. Matter of fact, in Columbus, we could set it up and have a nice little regular place where y'all could meet and do a nice study group. The only thing I ask is that we are able to publish that after the study groups leaves, so other people can get to know. I'm trying. I try to keep it. I'm trying, family. It's hard. It's hard because there's so much that I have to get up, and it's busting up out of me. I'm excited, but at the same time, I have that sense of urgency, right? It's a sense of urgency because I've been having dreams, and these dreams don't make me comfortable. I have never had problems sleeping, but I'm having dreams now. Right? And I've always dreamed, but I'm having dreams where it's like desolation and shit. And the key question that I have to constantly ask, are we ready? Can I protect the women of GNJMe? Can we come together and can we protect each other? Can we keep each other safe and still continue building? Where can we come together? Where will it be safe? Do we have the space for that? Can we continue sending out our message if something like that happens? Right? What are we going to do with all the people that's going to be coming trying to get some of the stuff that we have set aside just because you know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to prepare for anything if you can't protect it. It makes no sense to get territory if you can't protect it. See, that's what a lot of us do. We're caught up in focus, baby, focus. All right. What is going on? Those aren't stars. They're black holes. What? You know what I'm saying? Let's go and take a quick lick. I try to keep this show up under an hour. We already at 40. Those aren't stars, they're black holes. This is an article from Tech Radar. John Loeffler. New map reveals 25,000 supermassive black holes in the night sky. Shit. Wait, hold on. For those that don't understand, oh God, listen, right? He ain't just say a black hole. He said super massive black holes. Now the universe is big beyond our comprehension, but massive black holes, like for example, at the center of our galaxy, they say there's 2 supermassive black holes, and one of the estimates were like they're like 96,000 light years across. Now, for those that don't know what a light year is, it's hard to wrap your head around, but it's the distance that light can travel at top speed at 186,000 miles per second over a whole year. So there's 186,000 miles times 60 times another 60 times 24 times 365.25. That's the distance in miles. That's how you figure it out. So you take 186,000 miles per second. It's 60 seconds in a minute, so you multiply that by 60, that's 1 minute. You take the result of that, you multiply that distance in 1 minute, you multiply that by 60, that's 60 minutes in an hour. That's how far it travels in an hour. You take that hour, you multiply it by 24, that gives you the distance in a day. And then there's 365 and a quarter days in a year. So you multiply that result times 365.24, and you get the total distance that light travels in a year. That's a light year. They say that one of these, right, is like 96,000 light years across. That's the center of the galaxy in which we are in. Now my numbers could be off, please. So go and double check that. But it's still massive. It's a massive amount of space. And that's just the center of our galaxy. And there's 25,000 other galaxies out there. There's 25,000, what they're saying, in the night sky that we see. There's 25,000 supermassive black holes. So that's kind of scary for traveling. That's an intergalactic roach motel. You check in, but you don't check out. But anyway, let's go. I'm just like, oh my God, I wasn't ready for that. Damn, all this darkness. Shit. But anyway, let's go on back. We're gonna go on back to our full screen family. And it's time for us to do what we do here. I have my Nguza Saba Challenge Self-Mastery Journal, right? I'm coming out with 2 black journals as well. But they ain't going to be like this. It's just going to be just for your journaling. But, so those of you that are doing it, you know what I'm saying, go to Ujima. The date is Ujima 1522-6. Those that, like I said, those of you that do join the Nguza Saba Challenge, right? Or you go and you join the Nguza Saba Challenge, I'll do a weekly, and if I need to, I will be available for you whenever you need to holler at me in reasonable time. I give basic times where I'm gonna be able to meet with those that are on the Nguza Saba Challenge, so we can refine your challenge to meet what it is you want to, what that you need, the 21 days, right? But and I'll explain why we do the date the way we do the date. So get it ready, because we're about to do.
It's the proverb. The proverb.
I should have wrote it before. It's the proverb of the day. Proverb of the day, family. The proverb of the day. For those of you on the Nguza Saba Challenge, please pay attention. Get your pens ready. Get ready to scribe. Proverb of the day. Where rain has ever been trapped before. Where rain has been trapped before. When it rains again, it will get trapped once again. I know y'all like, what? But relax. Listen to it again. Where rain has been trapped before. When it rains again, it will get trapped once again. Some insight in there. So that's the proverb of the day.
It's the proverb. The proverb of the day. The proverb of the day. Hey, the proverb of the day.
All right. I'm writing it down like I'm telling y'all to. Trapped. I read it for those that before. When it rains again, it will get trapped. Once again. Now, the journal, I'm extending the pages so that you have more room to write. I figured out how to do that. And also with the 2 black journals, if you get one of the 2 black journals with this, you'll be able to put the date down as well as do some extended notes. I got this more for the aesthetic value to kind of remind you. You know what I'm saying? That's why the color one is more expensive, but the color one kind of keeps you, you know what I'm saying, keeps you like, oh shit, it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying, with the colors in it, right? With the colors for the days. But we made some corrections in the black and white one. So the date, once again, is 1/5/22-6. All right. So now we're going to move to the folktale.
Folktale
time. We got the lion, the fox, and the ass. And I swear this is not a porno. The lion, the fox, and the ass entered into an agreement to assist each other in the chase. Having secured a large booty, I swear this is not a porno. The lion, on their return from the forest, asked the ass to allot his due portion to each of the 3 partners in the treaty. The ass carefully divided the spoils into 3 equal shares and modestly requested the 2 others to make the first choice. The lion, bursting out into a great rage, devoured the ass. Then he requested, I swear this is not a porno. I swear. I'm going to go back and read it. But I just need to make sure I'm stressing that. Because some people will flag my video and be like, he's talking pornographic. He's talking about pornographic images. Then he requested the fox to do him the favor to make a division. The fox accumulated all they had killed into one large heap and left to himself the smallest possible morsel. The lion said, "Who has taught you, my very excellent fellow, the art of division?" "You are perfect to a fraction," he replied. "I learned it from the ass by witnessing his fate," said the fox. All right, let me read it again. The lion, the fox, and the ass. The lion, the fox, and the ass entered into an agreement to assist each other in the chase. Having secured a large booty, the lion, on their return from the forest, asked the ass to allot his due portion to each of the 3 partners in the treaty. The ass carefully divided the spoil into 3 equal shares and modestly requested the 2 others to make the first choice. The lion, bursting out into a great rage, devoured the ass. Then he requested the fox to do him the favor to make a division. The fox accumulated all that they had killed into one large heap and left to himself the smallest possible morsel. The lion said, "Who has taught you, my very excellent fellow, the art of division?" "You are perfect to a fraction," he replied. "I learnt it from the ass," said the fox, "by witnessing his fate." And here we go. Here's the moral. Happy is the man who learns from the misfortune of others. Happy is the man who learns from the misfortune of others. Now, that's one moral. Can you come up with something else? There's other lessons in each one of these things. In the different phases of our lives, we get the lessons. Can you come up with another lesson that will help people understand this a little bit more? That's the folktale for the day.
Folktales, time to do a folktale. Folktale.
The lion, the fox, and the ass. That's memorable, boy. Yes, it is. All right. especially you young kids that want to learn how to cuss. They're like, ooh, I like your folk tales, Mr. Brown. That's why I got to be changing. Ooh, Mr. Brown. I say, you're mature enough. I go to my older class and be like, are y'all mature enough for me to say what the real titles of this stuff is? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we can handle it. I'd be like, the ass, the fox, the lion, the fox, and the ass. Ooh. So I already told y'all what an ass is. Why y'all acting like that? Ooh. It'd be like the cock and the raven. I say, oh man, I'm gonna stop doing this stuff. All right, that was the inner folk tales. I'm gonna play it one more time. I got it now. For those that don't understand, I'm queuing these up because part of what I'm trying to do for some of our young folks is give them missions. And one of the missions that I have for some of the young people is very simply, if you could you edit out my folktales for grown folks and my proverbs, break it down into minute segments so that we can post them up on Instagram. I mean, post them up on, what is it called? Post it up on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even do some Instagram posts as well. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these folktales and some of these proverbs are getting a lot of hits. I just don't have the time. So now we're going to move over. Oh my God, I've been running my mouth. We're going to move ourselves over. So Anime, if you could you get ready, please? Can you get everything ready for me, Anime, please? What's going on? Is the system broke down or something? Huh? Can you get it together for me, babe, please? All right, there we go. Can I get the war horn? War horn means go and get your book if you own that Ingus Cyber Challenge. We about to go to war. Grab your weapons. Grab your weapon. Get your tools. We about to go and have our conversation today. Right? And what sparked this, I need to be honest. Warhorn, come on, give me my theme music. Can I get my theme music? Y'all on strike back there or something? Can I get my damn right, I'm thinking all the time. So here we go, family. What got me to want to do this is two things. And one is the overall direction in which we're going. I want to give practical ways to, so people can look for stuff, so that you can have steps, you know what I'm saying? So that, you can ask certain questions. So I wanted to kind of distill what we got, right, as GNJMe. Help other people find healthy tribes, help other people build healthy tribes, or even encourage people to come in and join up with us, regardless of how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Help you build it if you need to. But I wanted to be a little bit more precise with that. But then also another challenge I was hit with was that I have to cover these principles every day with my children, with on my venture. I got to share these with adults and students on a regular basis. So I wanted to come up with points that I could go through in my class, regardless of how old they are, to get them a basic idea, and then also let them know that the information is available, because like I said, I print this out. You know what I'm saying? There's no cussing in here. Now, in this presentation, of course, I'm just me. But as far as this, I could present this to groups, right? And we could talk about it, right? And then after that, I could take all of these, put them together, counting to tribe building or some shit. I don't know. But you already know. You already know how, brother, y'all know how I get down, right? I repurpose, and I will, yes, I will go to another culture and take their shit, because they took mine, right? Anyway, so, but then what motivated today was, all right, cool.
Ujima, collective worker responsibility. So on each day, I want to talk about that principle as it goes with the rant and come up with some other point, not that either directly deals with that principle or it don't, because I want to show people that for the next year, right, there is an infinite amount of discussions that you can have around our principles. I've already proven that, right? But I want to go a little bit deeper with it, right? I'm going to come with these lists. I'm going to come with this stuff. And that's the challenge for me, right? That's the challenge for me, to be able to bring this and bring something new every time. And then some of y'all going to realize that some of the stuff ain't even new. It's just rehashing other stuff. And this is what people in media call talking points, period. All right? But the other piece that sparked my thing for me today was, I was thinking about one of my favorite movies, The Godfather. Now, there's a scene that was removed from the movie, but it's in the book. And there's a scene where, for those that don't know, Michael Corleone, which is the youngest Corleone brother in the Godfather family, decides that he's going to forsake his family. He's not going to get involved with what they are involved with, but yet he signs up for the military and goes to World War II for America, right? So his father, unbeknownst to Michael, uses his influence to make sure that Michael is able to move through the ranks without it appearing that his father has anything to do with it. So one day, his father comes to see Michael, and Michael looking at his father with a disdain, and is kind of being disrespectful and trite with his pops. And his father says, "Son, you are," because at this point in time, Michael is he's showing that he has leadership abilities and that he has the bravery that it takes to be a leader. And his father looks at him and says, "Son, you're doing all these miracles for strangers." I've got to go back and re-listen to The Godfather. I'm going to go back and re-listen to The Godfather. I don't got time to sit down and read it, but I'm going to go back. I want y'all to think about that statement. Son, why are you doing these miracles for strangers? And I'm going to say, fam, why are you doing all these miracles for strangers? Right? And this sparked my whole piece about the collective, because our collective is our family. Our collective is our tribe. But all of our talents are geared towards doing miracles for strangers. Every aspect of this country's history, we have been there and we have saved them. We're doing miracles for strangers, but our home is falling apart. Our communities are tattered. We're doing miracles for strangers. For those that don't know, I wrote it down in my little GNJMedia journal, because I wanted to make sure I got that to you. And my question is, brother, sister, son, daughter, niece, nephew, why do you have such skills and choose to do miracles for strangers? Some of y'all got jobs where y'all work in communities outside of our community, and we know that the bottom line purpose of a lot of these institutions that we work for is to destroy us. So I want to go through the 11 secrets of a successful collective. And I ain't gonna make it through. I might have to do a part 2, because I just ran my mouth so damn much. I am sorry. So Collective, of course, is part of the principle of the day, Ujima's collective work and responsibility. Being a collective, do collective work, you got to be a collective. So what I wanted to look at is some of the success secrets that I have noticed for collectives. Number one, each member contributes. Each member gives something of value. Each member makes a sacrifice to the collective. Each member makes a sacrifice to the family. Each member makes a sacrifice to the tribe. Now, and those sacrifices are money and time. Time being the most important, but money is also essential. Resources. Let's don't even say money. Let's say resources. So you contribute your resources. Now, this is one of the pieces about GNJMedia. One of the things we say, we are built on the concept of honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. What that mean, Brother Hatem? Now, let me go back. Let me be clear about this. Honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. You can't be a true GNJMedia man or woman if you do not understand the principle and practice the principle or the idea of sacrifice. And everybody in GNJMedia knows that sacrifice means that it hurts. Y'all don't hear me. So, in a successful collective, each member contributes. Each member sacrifices to make sure that the group is able to stand. Some of us, we want to come in and we want to give what we want to give. But it requires more than that. You have to make a sacrifice because it's deeper than just what you give. It's deeper than what you give. See, the sacrifice was never the sacrifice. When you look at the ancient traditions, the sacrifice was never really about what you put on the altar. What it was about was what you were willing to show and to demonstrate. That's where we get it messed up. It's not about how much you give. It's not about what you give. It's about the giving. What is the intent behind it? And what does it really cost you? I want you to understand, back in the day when they used to make sacrifices and a person put a goat up, please understand that goat represented life and death for that person. It ain't like right now where we can just go to a goddamn grocery store and get some meat. When we pour libations and we pour wine, some of the water around where we live, some of us couldn't drink. Wine purifies itself so we could drink the wine. For us to go out and pour fresh water was a real sacrifice. So many of us think that us giving what we give, and y'all just better accept that. You need to be thankful that I gave anything. No, we don't. Know your collective, and anybody that says that in the collective, anybody that says that in the tribe, anybody that says that in the family needs to be ostracized. And I know a lot of us don't like that word because this is the point. You're giving, and you're giving with an attitude. So obviously it's not hurting. You got time to fret about how you feel about it. See, back in the day, if I gave a goat, if I gave something as a sacrifice, I had to start immediately thinking about how can I replace what I just gave? Or better yet, how can the collective, how can the deity that I am sacrificing this to, how will it be replaced? So, number 2, each member gains. So not only do we give, but each member need to be able to receive something from the collective. All right? Each member receives something from the collective. And it don't have to be receive resources. Let's just say resources. It don't have to be money. It could be, in some cases it could be money, in some cases it could be help, but in some form or fashion, everybody benefits that is part of that collective. They get something from the collective. if it ain't nothing but feeling better about themselves. Everybody is able to pull from the collective. Number 3, each member makes good on his or her commitments. Each member makes good on their commitments. Right? When you make a commitment to the collective, you keep it. That goes a little bit into what we talked about a little bit either yesterday or the day before. Number 5, members share their knowledge and skills freely, understanding reciprocity. So the collective understands reciprocity. Each member understands reciprocity, and we operate in that. And when I talk about reciprocity, I'm talking about reciprocity in the way that we talk about it up under Ujima, cooperative economics. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's very different. Because we got some organizations that just want people to give freely, but yet the organization, they're not following rule number number 2. Each member doesn't gain. The organization is just gaining from, what is the individual that is giving these skills? What are they getting? Are we making sure that they're receiving something? Are we having conversations with this individual? Because nobody should just be given to our collectives, our tribes, and our families without getting something in return. And those of us that are in leadership need to be making sure that everybody that is given in some form or fashion is getting something in return. If nothing but a conversation about how we could better serve you as a collective. Because the individual serves the collective and the collective serves the individual. Let me say, the individual serves and protects the collective, and the collective serves and protects the individual. It's a reciprocity, it's a reciprocal relationship. Number 6, control the narrative. We have institutions that don't have a narrative. Oh my God. And the people and the members of the organization does not know the narrative. So how does the rest of the world know the narrative? How are you in control of the narrative if you don't even know the damn narrative? Don't know the story of the organization. Don't know what the organization is doing. Don't know what the organization has contributed. You don't know the story of the organization. Why was it formed? How was it formed? When was it formed? You don't know. So the question is, are you really participating in some tribe shit, or are you just part of a mob? And I ain't talking about the organizers. I'm talking about a mob. Number 7, be generous with power. The tribe is generous with its power when it comes to its membership. Can we use the influence of our group to help each member reach to the highest of their capabilities? Move up and beyond, help them in their life. Protect them in their life. Protect their goods. Protect each other. Be generous with power. The group provides emotional support. The group provides emotional support. Number 9, consider your impact. Consider your impact on the group. Each member always monitors how they impact the group. Because in certain situations, that could be very dire. How do you in order for our collective to be where it needs to be, you have to be careful. You have to understand how you affect the group. Because some of y'all don't know how to shut up. Well, let me say this. Some of us, because I have a problem with this too. So let me, Because like I said, these are things that I notice. Some of us just do too much. We don't know when to sit down. We don't understand our the impact that we have on the group. We really don't. And maybe, that might be part of the group's responsibility to make sure that you know. Because you got to talk to GNJME. Shit, you got to talk to the group. You know what I'm saying? Consider your number 10, support collective wisdom. This means that the wisdom that you gain from your participation in organization, how are you making sure that this is transmitted to the next group that come in, or transmitted to the young people that's involved in the tribe? Are we in support of our elders? The libraries, the ones that's been involved for the longest and have stories to pass down. Are we supporting the collective wisdom? Right? Are we following the collective wisdom? We know how this works. Let us work it. Last, as a group, there has to be an established and clear purpose. Right? Right? To build a stable, what is it? A stable group of people. What is a nation? A stable, historically developed. So as a nation, as GNJME, we are striving to build a stable, historically developed community of people with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, and a language in common. And in a minute, we're about to add and take that group and expand out into the universe. The earth is cool, but the earth is not enough. That might be a shirt. That might be a shirt. Ooh, I just thought about that. Hold on. Ooh, man, y'all don't know. But anyway, those are the 11 pieces. I ain't go all into depth because I ran my mouth at the beginning. But anyway, stop doing miracle for strangers and bring some of those miracles home. So, anime, if you would, baby, please. Thank you. And if you could, please. I'm thinking all the time. Damn right. I think all the time. And as we say in GNJME, class dismissed. Now get the hell up out of my classroom. Now, buddy. Boobula. Get the hell up out. But you that's learning, you can stay. All right. Time for us to go on and toast up this moment. We're going to lift up this moment. I got my help drink. Those that are here on GNJME Journey, please understand and know that you are more than welcome to add your ancestors to our list. And for those that don't know, we read the list every day at 5:45 a.m. We read the whole list. So that's why we don't do the whole list now. You know what I'm saying? So at 5:45 a.m. you could join us, especially if you're on the challenge. Get up, 5:45 Eastern Standard Time. And for those of you that want to add your ancestors to the toast, right? The best way to do that is to go and get on our email list. Get on our email list, and you can add your ancestors. Now, be mindful that there's other people who will like to add their ancestors. There are other people that want to add their ancestors. So if you could be mindful of that, please, and not, send us your whole history. You understand what I'm saying? Because some of y'all did research, and y'all done found out your great grandparents, you know what I'm saying, and great, and you got long list, and we don't want the whole list. You know what I'm saying? We want you to be able to recognize those that are deep in your history, but the best people for the list that we use are those that you interacted with in life. Okay? Okay? So, if you would, add yourself to the email list. And also another way you can add yourself to the email list, go to GNJ.Media. Boom. There's a list down. There's a place where you can enter your information in. Click follow. You go to GNJMedia.support. You could go up in there and you can enter your information. Okay. You go up in there. There's a little box in there where you can enter your email information and get on our list. But remember, you got to confirm your membership on the list. And then also you get in touch with us. You can join our private group on Facebook because somebody's going to be monitoring that, as well as our group on our group on Facebook and our page on Facebook. Somebody will monitor it, but it won't be as fast as if you were on our email list. Once you get the email, you can respond to us, and in your response, I'll get the response and I will go on and add your ancestors. That cool? All right, cool. So let's get it. First off, we already drank our water, so we're going to do our health drink. My health drink today is, of course, that ambrosia. About to go up here and make my soup so I can get up out of here. We lifting up our glass. We saluting the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up that glass and we say the word of power here, Giame, Ashe. Live family. We lift up our personal ancestors as we do every morning. Once again at 5:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? It streams on all of our platforms, but it's best for you if you want to assist Giame to always go to the podcast. Why? Facebook don't benefit us. YouTube don't benefit us at this point in time, but Spreaker has been firmly in support of those people that podcast on Spreaker. You are able to monetize your podcast, and this is what we try to do here at GNJMe. You know what I'm saying? Because we need, like I said, we need full-time tribe builders, full-time nation builders. This part-time shit is not going to do anything for us. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we lift up our glass. We say, Ashe. From there, family, we're going to lift up the present moment. Right now, we are in the moment of Ujima. So we want all the Ujima people to stand up and grab your applause. That's right. Get your applause. Those Ujima babies and those that don't like being called Ujima babies, those Ujima born, we want to salute you. We want to clap you up. We want to celebrate you. We are in the moment of Ujima, and for those that don't understand the power of the moment is our time where we have the opportunity to make choices, and the choices we make affect our future. And the question I have to ask is, what type of choices are you making, and how will it reflect? How will it affect our future generations? Right? So right now we're on the moment of Ujima, and family, I ask you, as I ask every day, for you to open up your reticular formation, go out and seek Ujima, talk about Ujima, share Ujima. Ujima, not what it means in English, Ujima. And then you could go and talk about it and let them know that it's deeper than just what that English version says. It's deeper than that. And you got to start learning, right? So we're going to lift up that principle. We're going to lift up this moment. Ujima, for those that don't understand the language, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. The Modic principle that goes along with that is righteousness. Respect is what we teach to young people. Blue is the color, as you could check out on with the shirt. And if you want to support Giame Journey, you go to merch.gnj.media and you go through our collections. We got the 2 Black collection. We got the Kwanzaa 365 collection. We got the Daily Toaster collection. We got the Giame Journey. We got all those things that you can go and you can pick a shirt for the color of the day that you want to join us for the toast, and you could be sitting down in your colors, in your beauty, in your grandeur, and you can support us. Vibration is the Hermetic principle. Male name for the day is Kwaku. Female name is Akua. We lift up our glass, we salute, and we say, Ashe. Amen. Now we move to our children's children, on to infinity. Family, we lift up and toast our children in advance, and we toast them so that they will toast us as we become older and fade off into the ancestral realm. So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. Last but not least, we want to lift up and we want to celebrate, and we want to send out the energy to those family members who are in need of that balanced energy to come into their life. Some names that I want to share. We got Elder Debbie Bowie, We want to send that energy out to the Bowie family. We got Elder Tony West. His wife is doing a lot better now. So, but we got Elder Tony West. We want to send that energy out, and we want to send energy out to the West family. We've got Brother Quasi. We want to send energy out to him and his family, right? And we got Brother Illumila, right? And we're going to lift up our glass. We're going to salute. Salute. And we say too black, too strong. That's right. That's right. We lifting up that glass. We lifting up the glass. We saluting. And we say Ashe. From there, family, we end it as we always do. We start with the Creator, we end with the Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And as we say in GNJMedia.support, because this is our thing. And once again, too black. If you're in the culture, you know what I mean. And I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. I'm out. Check 1, check 2. Let's get it. All right, let me take a sip.